You know what? Something just doesn't feel right here. Be right back. They finally made a move. That is right. My New York Mets went out yesterday and they did something. Oh my God. I can't believe it. And maybe we still got other issues to fix, but for the love of God, the Mets made a move. Now, in case you guys are illiterate or you haven't been following baseball, you might not know what I'm talking about, so let me give a brief introduction into what happened yesterday. Jay Bruce and the New York Mets came to an agreement, 3 years, $39 million for Jay Bruce. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot about the Mets in that move, but just from a automatic reaction standpoint, that is cheap. Now, excuse my French, I'm sure I'm going to bleep it out because I don't want YouTube to demonetize me, but I'm pumped, and that is a great deal. For those of you who've been around the channel for quite some time, and that's a good amount of you, you know I wear this Mets logo on my sleeve. I'm a diehard bleed blue and orange Met fan from the day I was born until the day I die. And for those of you who are new here, you're gonna get a quick taste about my feelings on the Mets and a lot of different things in general, but you're gonna feel the passion, don't worry. So yeah, Jay Bruce, $39 million. I was watching the Knicks game last night with my dad, and my dad goes, yo, you look, Jay Bruce to the Mets, and I'm like, hold on. Let me check my Twitter, because if I don't have 1,000 tweets from people, it means it didn't happen. Because my dad, he likes to follow these weird Mets accounts that sometimes just tweet out rumors and stuff like that. But he was right, because when I checked on my phone, I unlocked it and I'm like, oh damn, we got like 40 notifications. It must have happened, and I'm scrolling through and it's Jay Bruce to the Mets, Jay Bruce to the Mets, do a video, where's your video, Jay Bruce to the Mets, here's my video, it's here. So of course, me and my dad were very excited. Mets fans, we don't have a lot to get excited about. So when something good happens, especially knowing that the Wilpons don't want to spend any of their money, they want to be cheap, and the fact that Alderson gave us the outlook that wasn't much really going to be happening this offseason, we got Jay Bruce, I'm excited. Now I've said this in many videos before, been a Met fan my entire life. I'm 21, turning 22 in a few days. Hint, hint, birthday coming up. But in my 21 years of existence, 1996, Mets have not been very good. Yeah, I've seen them go to the World Series twice. 2000. Hello, darkness, my old friend. We lost to the Yankees, who I just absolutely despise. So Yankee fans, I'm sure you'll be in the comments already, but I welcome you to shit all over me. And then in 2015, when we lost to the Royals, and I went to all the home games and got to see the Royals celebrate on our field. So, anything that looks like the Mets are going to be getting better gets me excited. They're historically not a good team. So yes, I'm very excited about the Jay Bruce signing. Am I overly excited? Probably, because like I said earlier, we do still have issues that we need to address. And we might as well address them now in the video and talk about the signing and stop just talking about me being a ridiculous Met fan. So 3 years, $39 million, Jay Bruce to the Mets. Traded him to the Indians after the trade deadline. I honestly really don't even know what we got back. It's nothing special. We got some minor leaguers. It is what it is. It was a salary dump, but he's back now, 3 years, $39 million. The first year he's going to be getting $10 million, and then the next 2 years, I believe it's $14.5 million that he will receive. Two things I like about this deal. One, 3 years, $39 million for Jay Bruce, whose numbers were very good last year. Jay Bruce last year, combined with the Mets and the Indians, 36 home runs, 101 RBIs, hit 250, had I think a 330 on-base percentage. Let me just check this real quick. It was a 324 on-base percentage. His OPS was 832, and his OPS plus was 115, which is above average, because that's above 100. So you might ask me, do I think this is a good deal? Yeah, and I'm going to prove to you another reason why. Now, another Cleveland Indian, Carlos Santana, signed recently with the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, you might remember his contract being a little more expensive. His contract with the Phillies, 3 years, $60 million. So a $21 million difference between the two guys. Carlos Santana is a few months older than Jay Bruce, so you can't even say he's younger than him, and their numbers are incredibly similar. So I told you the Jay Bruce numbers earlier. Carlos Santana's numbers from last year, 23 homers, 79 RBIs, 259, 360 on base, which is a little bit higher. His OPS is 818, OPS plus 112. So that's last year. You go back another year, 34, 87, 250. He's a 250 hitter who hits about 25 homers a year, drives in about 80 runs, hits 250. His OPS is, or on base percentage, I'm sorry, is a little bit higher. OPS, very similar, and OPS plus, very similar. Now you might have the argument of, oh, Carlos Santana can play a few more positions than Jay Bruce. Can he? Can he really? Carlos Santana is a first baseman, a DH, and a corner outfielder. Don't give me the third base argument because Carlos Santana has not played meaningful time in third base really his entire MLB career. The last time he played third base was in 2014, and that was for 26 games in the season. Otherwise, at third base, it is very, very small sample size. In fact, I'm really not seeing a lot of games being played at third base. So, they play the same positions. Corner position in the outfield, and first base. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the Carlos Santana signing is bad in any means whatsoever. I think that was a perfectly fine signing. But this is proving why the Jay Bruce deal is so smart and such a good move for the Mets. Because instead of paying $21 million extra for the same player, they got Jay Bruce, who's played in New York, proven he can handle the market and handle all the media and all the press. Because it's a different game out here in New York than it is in Cleveland. That's just a fact. And they're the same type of player. They both do essentially the same stuff. And Jay Bruce might even be a little bit better in generating runs and power. So when it comes down to it, $39 million for 3 years is incredible because technically from the market, they could have paid $60 million. And for the Mets, money is everything. This team cares so much about every dollar they spend, which, you know, money does have value. I understand that. But you're in New York, you're in the biggest market in the entire world, and the Mets treat it like they're out in Tampa Bay. Now, another reason that I'm very excited about this move is because of how cheap that deal was. They essentially saved $21 million based on a guy that is very comparable in the market to Carlos Santana. What are they going to do with that $21 million, you ask? They're going to go get Mike Moustakas and or Jonathan Lucroy. That is what I'm telling you. There's a reason they made this move. And so cheap. They got one more move left in them. Now, I understand that they do need some bullpen help a little bit. You know, we've got 3 good guys. Everybody else is a question mark. But I'm telling you, they're going after Lucroy or Mike Moustakas. Watch, it's going to happen. And I would be thrilled with either of them. Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, Kevin Plawecki, I'm done with them. They're not good. They're just not good catchers. It is what it is. d'Arnaud can't stay healthy. Kevin Plawecki really can't hit on a consistent basis, and he boxes everything behind the dish. Third base, do we need to talk about it? I know I'm wearing a David Wright jersey. He's the man, obviously, but the dude's not coming back. He's probably not going to ever play again in the major leagues, and if he does, he's going to be a just complete shell of himself. So we need a third baseman. Give me Moustakas. Give me Lucroy. Oh, this team is going to look good. Now, some of the concerns that you still have with the Mets. Obviously, will the starting pitching stay healthy? Will the starting pitching return to what it was in 2015, 2014, 2016? That's a big question mark. Syndergaard's coming off an injury. You expect him to be good, though, because it's not really anything, elbow related or shoulder related. It was lat related. So you expect him to come back well. Jacob deGrom, beast. Dude's a beast. Matt Harvey's a big question mark. Are we going to get the Dark Knight, or are we going to get the Matt Harvey that throws 91 right down the middle with no movement and just gets absolutely shelled and looks like he has no confidence on the mound? What version of Steven Matz are we going to get? Are we going to get the Steven Matz that can't stay on the field for more than 3 starts in a row? And if he can, is he going to be just getting lit up because he's pitching like a little girl? I don't know. We're going to have to see. And then you got Zack Wheeler. Is Zack Wheeler going to ever really show his potential? Is he going to pitch 4 great innings and then come into the 5th and 6th and just get rocked and start walking guys? He doesn't have much years left to prove himself, but at the same time, he was a highly touted prospect, and he has shown little blips of like, wow, this guy has great stuff. So can he stay consistent? If those guys can't, can Lugo, Gesellman, Rafael Montero, can those guys fill in and be good enough just to keep us in the race? There's a lot of questions at starting pitching in the bullpen. Besides Familia, which Familia is even in question. Can he come back and be pretty decent? Who really knows? Ramos is pretty good. Blevins is pretty good. You got Hansel Robles, who's a question. You got a lot of questions out in the bullpen. They need a few more arms. Oh, and Swarzak. I don't know a lot about him. They signed him. We'll see how he does. When it comes to hitting, I addressed the catcher situation. I addressed the third base situation. We still really don't have a second baseman. We still really don't have a first baseman, Dominic Smith. I'm not sold on him. Jay Bruce could maybe play a little bit of first to help him out if he's in a slump. I would love to see them go get a power bat, at least Moustakas, which can take off the load of Dominic Smith trying to be the big power bat for us, but Dominic Smith, not crazy about him at first. We have Wilmer, who can play second, third, all over the place. Same thing with Asdrubal Cabrera. Just, those aren't names that you get excited about, but they're decent players. Let's not consider them as bad. Ahmed Rosario, is he going to show us why he was this highly touted prospect? I didn't see a lot of great from him last season, but I'm not sold out on him like I am with Dominic Smith. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Dominic Smith has much potential. From what I saw, doesn't look very good to me. Ahmed Rosario, nice in the field. That's one thing that's positive. Nice in the field. Hitting wise, I'd like to see him improve, but he's still so young. Outfield. Cespedes, is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to be back to his form when the Mets first got him? Because god damn, he was good. We got Conforto. How's his shoulder going to be? Is he going to be back to normal? How's he going to do in center field now because Bruce is going to be over in right? I don't think he's a bad fielder, but again, a lot of people don't think he's a very good fielder. So see how he does in center. What are they going to do about Lagares? What are they going to do about Nimmo? There's still a lot of questions with this team. But the fact of the matter is they went out and they made a move. They got Jay Bruce. I'm excited. If you're a Met fan, I think you're excited just because it seems like they give a shit finally. Because as a Met fan, everything you heard this offseason just didn't seem like they were going to do anything. So the fact is that they just got someone makes me happy, makes me excited for the season. Makes me ready for these Mets to come back strong this year. Because last year, to call it a disappointment is an understatement. But you know what? Jay Bruce, that's a good start. Hopefully we can get Moustakas and Lucroy. That'd be very, very nice. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I think we will get one of them. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this move, what you think about the Mets. I'm sure I'm going to get lots of comments like, oh, the Mets suck. Oh, Yankees are better. Yeah, bring it on. I'd love to talk. You can also tweet me on Twitter at GiraffeNeckMark, link in the description. If you like these videos, make sure to subscribe. I talk about all the baseball news that's going to be happening in the offseason. You get a nice reaction out of me. This is the real me. I give you what you want. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. Otherwise, guys, Mets finally made a move. I get to react to the Mets doing something well for once. And the offseason still has a few more months left. Oh, spring training, I can't wait till you start. I can't. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.
I said that's the vacation. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just gotta make it happen. Yeah.